Hey guys, do you all see a movie that features a camp, a developer, and an urban setting?
Yeah.
Good. If you do, then Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo is for you.
Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo from Canon Films from 1984 is the movie that we watched for this week's episode of Loose Cannon, Nick Uncaged. My name is Brian, 2 right feet, Snappy Jazz Lee. To my left is...
Fran.
Yeah, to my right.
I didn't think of a nickname. Chris, the Big Shrimp Lee. Yeah. That's actually one of the... Oh, no, it's Boogaloo Shrimp.
Yeah.
Christopher, what is the synopsis of Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo?
A developer tries to bulldoze a community recreation center, and the local breakdancers try to stop it.
Like, this reminded me of like old 80s, like it's could have been like an 80s sitcom episode, like one of those special episodes that they did.
There was a lot of...
gotta save them.
Yeah, there's a lot of building saving in the 80s.
Yeah. So that's what brought me to that sound.
Save the whales, save the buildings.
Yeah.
Have either of you seen this before?
No.
I have not.
Brandon.
I knew about it. Yes.
Do you recommend Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo?
So I'm gonna say no, but I will bring caveats in later to explain why
Bring
no.
caviar later?
Yes.
Oh, so
because
fancy.
there's certain reasons why it would be. It doesn't matter. No for right now, but I'll explain why.
Okay.
Brian. God damn.
This
is great.
great.
Yes, I do recommend Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo. Brian, do you recommend Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo?
I do.
I think what I'm going to explain might be why you guys recommend it.
Oh, so have either of you seen Breakin' 1 or Breakin' 2 before?
No.
Okay,
No.
neither have I.
And I feel like it's not necessary to see Breakin' 1 to understand Breakin' 2.
No. No, though it sounds like it is the same characters. It is Turbo, Ozone, and Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Shabba-Doo, which I remember from that episode of Super Mario Brothers, the TV show.
This certificate does hereby entitle Luigi Mario to a free dance lesson from Shabba-Doo.
Question. When they were rolling through when they were rolling through the credits,
Yes.
and there were the nicknames in there.
Yes.
So many nicknames.
Were they like the nicknames for just the regular Joe, like the people, or did they add those and that's what they called them in the movie?
No, so the nicknames didn't match up their names in the movie.
Yeah.
So I think those are the actual people's nicknames. And
Okay.
a little bit of backstory, which I didn't know until after I watched the movie. So Breakin', the first one, is actually based on a documentary called Breakin' and Enterin'. Lots of apostrophes in that. But that's actually a documentary basically about this, where like there's this youth center that like taught urban, kids at risk how to break dance in Los Angeles. And they're in the same thing where it's like a developer was trying to buy the building and they're trying to save the building.
Wow.
So
That's
this is
pretty cool.
loosely based on a true story.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So to answer your question, I think those are the actual people's nicknames in the credits.
Okay.
Yeah, because Shabba-Doo was Ozone.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I knew like that wasn't the same.
And was Kelly's nickname Special K?
Yes.
They said at the very beginning. I was like, ooh.
That was great. Oh, okay, here's the thing is, so I feel like I wouldn't sit down and be like, oh, I'm going to watch Breakin' 2. I'm not going to like go out of it. But if it was on, I might keep it on.
Right.
Yes.
That's why I say no, I wouldn't go out of my way to feel like watching it, but I would keep it on if it came on or if there was a party.
Yes.
I would be like put this on because it's
This is a
good background.
Great party movie.
Exactly. So I guess if you'd say would I recommend it, I would recommend it for that stuff. Yes, but if you're like, oh, I'm gonna stay in tonight, I want to watch a movie, I wouldn't pick Breakin' 2 to watch by myself.
Because I knew there was dancing in this movie.
Yes.
I didn't realize it was like all dancing.
It's like a musical. Basically
Right.
a musical. Yeah.
But I know exactly what you mean because I had the same thought it's called Breakin'. Like it's clearly a movie about breakdancing.
Right.
But it's literally like dance number.
Yes.
And there's no
Yeah.
like transition
No,
scene.
it's like
it is literally like
it doesn't
dance,
stop.
dance. And even if there is like dialogue, there's like someone dancing in the background.
Yes.
Like,
Dude, even the cops.
Yeah.
I'm just like, do your jobs. What are you guys doing? Stop dancing.
Yeah, and the situations where they start dancing gets more and more ludicrous.
Yeah.
Like Kelly comes to visit, and they're like, "Hey, it's Kelly," and like they start breaking out into a song. Like the guy starts freestyling. And then, like the parking ticket person just like, and then the guy on the pole, like on the telephone line, he's like,
the one dude that had like that old timey straw hat. I like the part of the beginning when Kelly's talking with her parents. And the mom's like, "What happened to Derek?" She's like, "Derek's a nerd."
yeah.
I was like, I remember nerd used to like be bad. Like, I'm like, oh wow,
dude, why can't we go ahead?
When mom's like, "At least you're not hanging out with those street people." I was like, oh no,
dude, we need to go back to calling people turkeys.
Oh yeah, turkeys are that's the best.
So when Kelly goes to visit Turbo and Ozone, do people start applauding for her?
Yes.
Oh,
she walks in and everyone starts applauding. She must have done something in the first one to like make them like her or whatever.
Yeah, I just I've
because
never, when someone walks into a room, I've never just like stood up and started clapping.
Yeah, it's very
I should start
strange.
doing that, but I haven't done it yet.
Yeah. Oh, about the dancing cops. I wrote life in the 80s was weird. I don't think those dancing cops are real cops.
What do you think?
Yeah, so I don't think that was
a
real.
different time, dude.
The magician was
terrible,
creepy as hell.
And my favorite is like when the bad guys pull up. Here comes the magician, and he has like a star on his face. Like, oh yeah, you're real fucking threatening.
And it's not even fully like colored in, is it?
No.
There's like,
In the beginning, his face paint was like around his like nose and mouth.
Right.
I'm like, dude, you're like, missing a lot. Did you not have enough paint?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like you. Leave me alone.
And then there's the whole like subplot with like the bad guy. What's it like the
Electro
rock?
Yeah.
Like the bad guys, like they got the sunglasses on.
But they weren't like bad. There's like, we're a dance group and you're a dance group. We dance, but like it was very.
When they're reading the letter from like the city, it's like 19 minutes in.
Yeah.
You're like, so like the old guy like who runs like the Miracle, that's the community center. He's talking with Ozone. He's like, take a look at this. He's like, what's this baloney? And I'm like, baloney. It's so funny because like there's so many tough situations that Ozone gets into, but he's like the most non-threatening guy ever.
Yes.
I'd say Turbo is less threatening.
Well, yeah, because he's like 3 years old.
Yes. Yeah. They're both, they're very like, ooh, I'm a tough guy. But when it comes down to it, it's like, we're gonna dance now.
It's like you're the toughest kid in your special arts school.
Exactly.
It's like,
exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, in kind of going off that, the city. Oh god, so there's a lot to go over. Basically, the city is like, your building isn't structurally sound, which I heard that I was like, oh, the adults are the good people in this movie.
Right, yeah.
It's like looking out for their safety. And then they keep on saying like, oh, you need to come up with $200,000. So was that what was that money for?
I think it was to
repair.
Yeah, I think it was to fix the structure.
Okay. I guess like
that's a shit ton of money.
Yeah. Buy a new building.
Well, and that's why I was like, was that $200K to repair the building, buy the building outright, like buy the property?
I'm guessing it was
just
to the whole thing. They don't really specify. It was like, oh, you need this much money so you can have your place back. Like that is really as deep as it got. Yeah, I know. It was a little confusing, but
and do the teachers at the center, do they get paid?
That's what I was wondering.
I wouldn't think so.
But they keep on talking like, yeah, this is gonna be a good job. Like,
I know.
I could do this for work.
But where was any money coming in? You know what I mean? It was
right.
You're right. It's the city didn't even know it existed. It's like, there's a community center. Mm-hmm. It's like, you're
miracles.
That's right.
Charming.
Like you should, like, you're the city. You'd think you'd know. Mm-hmm. I know it was weird. It was just weird. They went to like a dance thing. You know what I'm talking about?
The club?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually after the one lawyer guy goes to City Hall. And, she's like, well, like, where will all these people go? He's like, oh, there's the so-and-so club. And then it flashes into that club.
That's right.
Where Ice-T is on stage dressed like a member of Demolition.
Yes.
Dude, I'm like, I'm like, are they playing instruments? Everything they were doing up there did not match the music that was happening. I think it looked like they were just smashing stuff. I was like, no, that's not.
He was smashing like a vinyl record.
Yeah,
with
it was
his microphone.
Very, very strange.
That's so funny. That's Ice-T, dude.
Yeah, he looks so young.
Yeah.
It's like,
And he still can't grow a mustache.
No, but it's oh man, that's crazy.
We didn't mention this stars Lucinda Dickey.
Who?
Lucinda Dickey. She was in Ninja 3.
Oh!
Electric Boogaloo.
That's the Canon's thing that they do.
Yeah. So did you guys like hear the music that randomly would come in the big Electric Boogaloo that would like randomly play throughout the movie?
The girl that was in love with Ozone. No, not Turbo.
Oh yes,
Oh,
that's
God, we'll
right.
get to
We'll
her.
get to that.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
She was like, she always had
Rhonda.
problems with
Lisa
Kelly.
Bonet. Yeah. I know, but I was
No, because this girl is a fucking terrible actor.
Well, I still love you, Ozone.
Look, Rhonda, I'm sorry.
Forget it. I don't need your sympathy, Ozone.
I still love you, Ozone.
you're not welcome to be here in our building.
Dude, she's fucking.
She wasn't good.
That just sounds like a Teddy Ruxpin bear or something. I still love you, Ozone.
She wasn't good.
Feed me candy.
Oh God.
I feel like that actress was like pretty, but like her hair was always fucked up and like
Yeah.
the baggiest shirt and not even a good way. It's
It's like
oh.
she always saw like a ghost. She's just like,
It felt like to me they didn't want to make her as
she can't be too pretty.
well, no, really. Like they're like, okay, make her as like the
Yeah.
bad one, so she has to be a little bit gnarly or whatever.
but gnarly.
Yeah.
But since you brought it up, so the girl that Turbo is in love with.
yes,
Okay.
She looked super familiar, and I can't put my
She
finger
looks super
on it.
young.
super
too.
young. Yeah, I'm with both of you
And-
guys on that. Yeah.
She was overdubbed, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get back to the miracles and help them with the show.
Sí,
I
come
can't be laying up in this track.
Por favor.
So I looked it up. So she, Sabrina Garcia.
Ah, see.
So she could speak English and Spanish, but I guess she couldn't talk loud enough.
Yeah,
So
it
they had to
was-
overdub all of her lines.
guy, he
Why
kept
was
it-
she hiding in the closet?
And you know what she was like? She was like Small Wonder.
Come in here, Vicky.
Hello to my family.
Yes.
She was basically Small Wonder.
Oh, no.
Yes, exactly.
When the parents were by the pool in 38 minutes, did you guys recognize the song?
What's that from? I wrote it down.
Isn't it in Hot Chili?
I don't remember.
Yes, I think you're right.
Coming to the end, I think when there was the news camera came in,
Yes.
and like the whole so nothing really got resolved. It's just like, oh, then the news is here, so everything changed.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and Ozone, he goes, dancing, did it be dancing and juggling? The whole works. I was like, oh, dancing and
All you
juggling,
need
huh?
in life. I mean,
Yeah.
can we talk about the dancing on the ceiling
Yes.
scene? Actually, before that, the whole dancing with the dummy scene.
Yes.
That I wanna talk about.
Yeah.
two grown men are fighting over a life-size doll of a woman.
Yes.
Like,
That whole.
And it was like the guy that was watching them, it was the woman that he was interested in.
well, so they both saw the woman that they're interested in the doll.
In the doll,
which-
exactly. Very creepy. Very creepy.
Because like the doll was originally sitting on a shelf.
Right.
So I
Right.
thought it was just a doll.
Yeah.
Right.
But then he picks it up and then there's a wide shot.
Yeah.
And the doll is as tall as he is.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, why do I still have a life-size doll?
Yeah. There's very.
Oh, that's what I practice my
It's where you
jujitsu on.
practice your smooching.
But yeah, then after that is like the whole dancing like on the ceiling thing.
Yeah.
And I like which was actually shot pretty.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool for the time. It went on for a bit,
It did.
but it was neat. Definitely was neat.
And that's actually the same, well, not the same set, but they basically borrowed that from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah. When what's her face was up on the yeah I know what you're talking about.
So they
yeah.
basically, I guess they're shooting like next door to each other.
Oh.
And they saw that and like, can we use that? And like,
That's
sure.
really cool.
Mind if I do a cameo?
Yeah,
I can really cut a rug.
That was great. Good job. I'm proud of you.
It's Freddy.
I'm okay with the breakdancing Freddy Krueger. Lots of children in this movie.
I'm glad they really didn't have lines.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty great. But I wasn't jealous
Of their dance moves?
of their dance moves, but I was like, man, that would be pretty cool to know how to like do that stuff. Well, there was the ones that were the 5-year-old. They I don't know ages of children. They all assume they're all 5. I don't know.
Here's the
but like they're doing backflips and all this. So I'm like, what are you doing? Like, how do you know this stuff?
Here's the thing. So I used to be like you. I used to be like, man, why can't I like break dance? That'd be badass.
Yeah.
But then I was at a party and like some guy just started doing that thing where like they do the thing on their back and I'm like, this is fucking weird. Like,
see the thing is
stupid.
I would want to know.
and then he like kicked the table over. I'm like, well, now you're just an asshole. You know, it's just like
In the hospital scene,
yeah.
but it's the same thing where like their feet are like
Yes.
whipping by like walls and other people. I was like, whoa.
I would want to know it, but like, for me, just to know how to do something neat.
But what's the point if you can't show it off?
It'd be a great way to get in shape.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude, you'd have abs of steel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, your core would have to be like steel.
Oh, yeah.
Abs of steel. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, the part where also is like, oh, the guy in the hospital.
That is probably my favorite scene.
It was so ridiculous.
Dude, it just kept escalating.
Yes, it
because
was
like
so
that's
over
when
the top.
like the crush, the Mexican Puerto
Yeah,
Rican girl, she
yeah.
comes out of the closet.
Yes.
Not figuratively, she literally comes out of the
Yeah.
closet, a la Vicky or
Small Wonder, yeah, Vicky,
Small
yeah,
Wonder.
yeah.
But then then they all start like breakdancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like here come the slutty nurses.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they start breakdancing. And then
Which Cannon Group had like a closet full of like slutty nurse costumes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like we gotta
yeah.
use these. I mean,
Yeah.
And then there's like all these like hurt patients, and then like all of a sudden the guy like on the walker he starts doing like the
Yeah.
uneven bars like you would see in the Olympics, and then there's the big fat lady. She's like, and like you're like, oh, that fat bitch is gonna start dancing.
Yes,
She's like,
I know.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Paul Bear.
Oh yes.
So it was great
I gotta
because
earn my keep.
God, she was the first one you see be like, you got to stop that.
Yeah, right.
And right I'm just like, you'll be
They're gonna
dancing.
get her.
You're gonna
Yeah.
dance.
You're about to start
But then
Yeah.
there's a dead patient. Like it's just like
Yeah.
so you think everything's like kind of subdued a little bit. It's
Right.
like we lost him. It's like.
Yeah, he comes
And
back.
they see
Yeah,
this, they see
yes.
this, like, I notice I have one move.
Yeah.
But,
No, it's fine. It's fine.
That's how it is for most of the
Yeah,
people in this
yeah.
movie, so you're good.
Exactly. So the hospital end, he comes. She breaks him out, like we said.
yeah.
And then
Oh, because right after that fucking crazy hospital scene, it goes to Ozone and Kelly, and they're like eating pizza on the floor, and they're
Yes.
laughing. It's just like, how wasn't that some shit that we just did? like they're like laughing, like it's like that was fucking crazy.
the transitions were very strange. Because how do you transition after like you have like 36 people dancing and then it's like
Yeah.
like you said you eat pizza on the floor? It was just very
Yeah, there's really.
strange.
I feel like there's no like concrete endings.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
it-
with like Blues Brothers, it's like da 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 da.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and everyone freezes.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any like freeze endings.
No, it's just like it goes
It's just,
from
like, just-
one dance
yeah.
and then like someone might say something for like 3 minutes and like I guess we gotta dance again and yeah.
A sequence that I do want to talk about that gave me a lot of anxiety though was when Ozone was dancing on the roof. Like, did you not get anxious?
Any kind of height stuff I don't like.
I didn't like. I'm just
I know,
like,
any
like,
kind of height
like,
stuff.
Better be careful. There's no railings
Yeah,
there.
yeah. He should be wearing a rope
Yeah.
around his waist.
Yes.
Then when he falls,
He'll be cut in half.
Shabba-Doo.
The dancers versus the bulldozers. That was also.
Oh my! I got paid to bulldoze, not to kill children.
He was terrible.
Well, yeah. I think he was like an actual
Yeah.
Joe
yeah.
Schmo
So all the bulldozers are going towards the building,
Yeah.
and then all the kids are kind of dancing.
Yeah.
But when the bulldozers get close enough, all the kids kind of disperse.
Yeah.
So they put the kid who's in like a hospital bed.
Yes.
Or like, well,
Right.
he's not in the hospital bed,
Yeah.
but he has like casts
Yeah.
and like a hospital
Yeah.
gown. They just kind of like throw him in front of the bulldozers.
Well, and it's like I don't know why they did that at all. Like, because he seemed like he was the most headstrong, I guess you'd say. Headstrong. Give it on. I don't know. I forgot how the words go.
Did it? So when they like finally stopped the bulldozers right in
Yeah.
front of Turbo, did any of you notice that super fucking jacked guy?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Dude, and it's funny, like everyone has a costume.
Yeah.
And it's just like the super jack guy. He just has his t-shirt around his neck.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm fucking ripped. I'm just gonna fucking do
That's
that.
awesome. Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
didn't
holy
catch
shit,
that.
dude!
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't catch that at all.
oh my god, the guy was fucking jacked.
Damn,
and then
I
I
should've seen
realized
it.
my note says super jack, dude.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, hope no one sees this.
No, it's fine. Super Jack guys are great. They're awesome. They got big muscles.
It's true.
What was I gonna say?
Ice-T?
It was after. Oh, so after the whole like the bulldozer guys were going, we're getting out of here. We're not gonna kill children.
Yeah.
Like they just cut off his Toro's cast. Like how long
Yeah.
was he? In
Oh,
the,
yeah.
How long was he in the hospital? Like a day?
Yeah.
You're healed. Take that cast off and start dancing.
Which we should mention that he ended up in the hospital because he took two construction workers' lunch.
Yes.
And he fucking took dude, he fell down all the stairs.
Yes, dude, and they're
Yes.
like, so he's just goofing around, and it got serious.
Oh, yeah,
like I'm
dude.
like, are they gonna kill him?
Dude,
like, is that
okay.
what happens? Does he die? And
You
that's
don't
what
fuck
happens?
with people's money and you don't fuck with people's food.
Dude, food is important. I get
Fuck
that.
yeah.
Exactly. Because when you got like the hunger pangs, like I get hangry, like I get
Right.
antsy and hangry
Yeah.
completely. So I get it.
Yeah.
Like so, like you know what? I'm glad he fell down the stairs.
But the noise that he made, he's like,
Yeah.
We haven't even mentioned the whole thing about Kelly getting this opportunity.
Oh, yeah,
you
to
know,
go to-
to
Oh, that's
go to
right.
Paris for the
Paris.
show, where she has to do an audition in front of the frumpiest director
Yes.
ever. He's like, "Bah!" I'm like, oh god.
That reminded
Do
me
a
of
sit-up.
like the movies where it was the kids trying out for their high school musical, and the high school person, like the teacher running it, is sitting like with a clipboard, and the teacher's
Yeah.
like, "You're not good enough." And it's like you're sophomores in high school. Like that's what it reminded me
Right.
of. You know,
Yeah.
very over the street.
But yeah, she's been so she's like Kelly's touring this whole time about whether she's going to go to Paris
Yeah, yeah.
or she's going to stay for this show that's going to save the the rec
Children.
center,
Yeah,
right? But yeah, so they do their show at the end, and like Ice-T does his final performance, and it's like,
Which was weird.
It's like
Yeah.
1 minute long. She was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, give your money, peace." And like,
Exactly. It's like I guess like the whole budget went to Ice-T.
But it's funny, like this whole movie, Ozone and Turbo, like, we don't need your money, like to fucking Kelly's parents,
Yeah.
and that's what saves the day. They're like, thanks.
Yeah. Well, because
And the dad was probably stoked because, like, originally he was gonna give $200,000, and then when he heard he only had to give 50, he's like, "Fuck
well,
yeah,
it's
dude!"
because you remember because it was like they went to the dinner. Remember? And the dad's like, "Oh, you're here for money," and that's what, like we here because like it was like no, we're like Kelly's friends. Like we're not here because of the money. And at the end, the mom said to the dad, like we taught her to fight like for what she believes in. And the dad's like, "Yeah, we did." And she's like, "Well, isn't that what she's doing?" He's like, "That is what she's doing. You're right. Now let's go give them $50,000 because you just made a good point."
Fairweather fans.
Well, it's like, give me $50,000. I'll do whatever you want, man.
Brand, they're not real.
No,
This isn't a documentary.
I want $50,000. There was that's the thing. It was filled up with a lot of dancing
Yes.
and a lot of just like song stuff. So the actual movie stuff, like the actual plot points, I think we covered.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, but I don't think we didn't do it in order. But yeah. So now Ice-T, he's an SVU. Everything's great.
The one last thing I'll say is, Rhonda is also a super terrible person because at the end, Kelly comes with a stack of pizzas for everyone.
Yes!
I was like, that's nice.
Yes.
And then Rhonda fucking knocks them all out. I was like,
so was there like
what a dick move.
So when that happened, remember, like they were about to go at it,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden the bulldozers come. Was there any payoff for them? Did they fight?
No, because Kelly's just like, "Hey, I fucking
Yeah.
I fucking left this job in Paris to fucking help you out, motherfucker."
Right. But they were gonna like start getting at it.
Yeah,
looked
they
like.
were about to fight, but
and
then
then all of a sudden bulldozer.
Yeah.
That's the noise it makes. And then after the bulldozers, like nothing happened. Like,
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
no conclusion to that. But I mean, it doesn't matter. But I was like, okay, you're gonna no? Oh, okay. Well, that's fine then.
Bran, now that we have talked about Breakin' to Electric Boogaloo, you said no originally. You don't recommend it.
I said no. No, as in, like, I wouldn't sit by myself to watch it, but, like, this is a party movie. This is just like that type of thing. Like,
It is a party movie.
Exactly. Well, yeah, like, so I recommend it if you're gonna, like, just put it on or anything, or if it's like on in the background and you're doing something. Yeah, that's how I'd recommend it. But I wouldn't be like, hey, you know what? I got a night to myself. I'm gonna watch Breakin' 2. I wouldn't do that.
Brian, do you recommend Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo?
I do.
Nice. I too recommend Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo. I'm curious how the first one is.
Yeah.
It's same characters, so.
Right.
So that will do it for this episode, right?
Yeah.
Dope. Until next time.
Good journey.
Hey, Brian here. Thanks for checking out Nick Uncaged and Loose Cannon. Best way you can help other people find out about us is like, comment, share, and subscribe to the podcast.